All right, let's jump right into this explainer and figure out how professional cleaners get those absolutely spotless results without, working themselves to the bone. If you've ever spent your entire Saturday scrubbing and sweating, only to look around and feel like your house is somehow still dusty and disorganized, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're cracking the code on commercial-grade cleanliness. So why exactly do pros clean so much faster than the rest of us? You might think they've got some kind of superhuman scrubbing speed, or maybe access to these magical industrial strength chemicals that just vaporize dirt on contact. But honestly, the truth is a lot more calculated. It's really not about working faster or scrubbing harder.
It really boils down to this fundamental difference. Amateurs usually exhaust themselves with random reactive cleaning. You know the drill. You see a spot on the mirror, you wipe it. You step on a crumb, you sweep it up. It's totally instinctual. But professionals? They rely on highly optimized, logical workflows. Industry experts will tell you the second cleaning is based on instinct instead of a strict method, your results get totally inconsistent, and you waste a massive amount of time. Pro cleaning is a strict, undeniable system.
Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to break down the entire process into 5 actionable laws. 1. Prep and decluttering. 2. The top-to-bottom system. 3. The science of cleaning. 4. Preventing cross-contamination. And 5. Mastering floor care. Let's get right to it. Starting with Section 1, Prep and Decluttering, clearing the canvas. Let's talk about the mindset shift you absolutely need to make before you even think about picking up a sponge. There's that famous Albert Einstein quote, "Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony." And it applies perfectly here. Before you try to sanitize any space, you've got to spend just 60 to 90 seconds doing a quick declutter pass. Because let's face it, you simply cannot clean a surface that is covered in stuff. Amateurs waste time wiping around the mail, the keys, the toaster. But pros, they clear the canvas completely so their tools can actually do their job. To make your deep cleans a total breeze, you just need to adopt 2 daily habits. First is the one-touch rule. When you pick something up, put it exactly where it belongs right away instead of making a temporary pile. Second is Melissa Maker's mess law, which basically says that mess acts like a magnet for more mess. Have you ever noticed how leaving just one jacket on a dining chair somehow turns into a massive mountain of laundry by Friday? By putting things away immediately, you break that magnetic attraction.
Moving right along to Section 2, the top-to-bottom system working with gravity. Let's see how gravity can actually become your best friend.
This is a timeless, golden rule for professionals. Step 1, always tackle the high points first, like your ceiling fans and light fixtures. Step 2, move down to mid-level surfaces, like your countertops. And Step 3, finish up with the baseboards and floors. And hey, make sure you're moving consistently from left to right around the room too. By systematically cleaning from the ceiling down, any falling dust lands on surfaces that you haven't cleaned yet. If you wash the floors and then dust the ceiling fan, you literally have to wash the floors a second time. This one logical flow eliminates rework and can save you up to 40% of your cleaning time.
That brings us to Section 3, the science of cleaning, invisible chemistry. We've got our physical movements dialed in, so let's pivot to the chemical realities of fighting grime.
Okay, this is probably the biggest mistake people make in their homes, and it all comes down to dwell time. This is the specific, uninterrupted contact time a disinfectant needs to remain visibly wet on a surface to actually kill bacteria and viruses. The classic amateur mistake is the spray and wipe trap. You spray the counter and immediately wipe it dry. But pros know that disinfectants actually need anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes of dwell time to break down the cell walls of bad stuff like norovirus or MRSA. If you wipe it right away, you're just sliding live germs around. Think about dwell time kind of like baking a cake or dyeing your hair. Chemical reactions just take patience. You can't just dip your hair in dye and expect it to change colors instantly, right? You have to let the chemicals do their job. A pro is going to spray down the entire shower, and while that cleaner is dwelling and doing all the heavy lifting, they'll pivot to cleaning the mirrors or emptying the trash.
And this ties directly into the products themselves. Cleaning is literally just a chemical neutralization process, balancing acids with alkalis. You're going to use acids, so pH 0 to 7, for things like mineral scale, hard water stains, or rust. Neutral cleaners, right there at pH 7, are perfect for daily maintenance on sensitive stuff like hardwood. And alkalines, from pH 7 up to 14, that's what you need to cut through stubborn kitchen grease and oils. When you match the correct pH to the mess, the product does the scrubbing for you.
Okay, Section 4, preventing cross-contamination, the hygienic shield.
This next secret really proves that true cleaning is about health and safety just as much as it's about looking nice.
To completely avoid cross-contamination, professionals swear by a color-coded microfiber system. It's so simple, but a total game changer. Red is strictly for high-risk biohazard areas like toilets. Yellow is for general bathroom surfaces like your sinks. Green is dedicated purely to the kitchen and food prep zones. And blue? That's for general surfaces like glass or your office desk. Sticking to a strict color code means there is zero chance you accidentally transfer nasty germs from a toilet seat right onto the cutting board where you prep your dinner.
And why are we so obsessed with microfiber instead of, say, an old cotton rag or a feather duster? Well, their ultrafine synthetic fibers physically trap up to 99% of bacteria and microscopic debris. Plus, they need way less water and chemicals to be effective. Those old-school fluffy feather dusters are pretty much useless. They literally just launch the dust right back into the air for you to breathe, and then it just settles back on your furniture an hour later anyway. Microfiber actually grabs the mess and holds onto it. Which leads us to Section 5, Mastering Floor Care, the final pass. We are ending our top-to-bottom sequence right where gravity ends, the floor.
When you're vacuuming, you have to hit all your hard floors and get right up tight against those carpet edges and baseboards using straight overlapping strokes. The absolutely crucial takeaway here is that you must remove all the dry debris before you ever bring a wet mop into the picture. If you skip vacuuming and go straight to mopping, the water just mixes with the dust. You aren't cleaning at that point. You're literally just painting your floor with a thin layer of mud.
Oh, and if you've got heavy furniture that left those annoying deep divots in your carpet, check out this awesome pro trick. Just drop an ice cube right into the dent and let it melt. As it melts, that moisture slowly swells the crushed carpet fibers back up. Once it's dry, you just vacuum over it, and the fibers stand straight up again. It's such a simple, effortless way to make your carpets look brand new. So the dry dust is gone, and now it's finally time to mop using the back-to-front technique. Always start mopping in the absolute farthest corner of the room and work your way backward toward the exit. It sounds totally obvious, right? But I think we've all accidentally mopped ourselves into a corner at least once. Working back to front ensures you never walk over your freshly sanitized floors and leave muddy footprints everywhere.
All right, let's quickly recap everything we've covered today. 1. Declutter your surfaces first so you actually have room to clean. 2. Let gravity do the work. Clean top to bottom, left to right. 3. Respect that chemical dwell time. Let the products do the hard work for you. 4. Grab some color-coded microfiber to trap germs safely. And 5. Always finish your floors back to front. If you implement these scientific systems, you are going to completely transform your home's hygiene, save yourself so much frustration, and drastically cut down your cleaning time.
Which leaves us with just one final thought for today. Now that you are armed with all these insider secrets, from dwell time to color coding to working with gravity, which room are you going to systematically transform first? Keep these systems in your back pocket, and I promise you'll never look at your cleaning routine the same way again.